Let's keep the music sweet, wind up your waist and feel the scratch my soca.
Have we got enough wine, do you think?
Oh, more than enough, my darling. Yeah, they think we're going to try and get him drunk.
Listen, Alex, a hungry mob is an angry mob and a sober dad will be furious. What time is it?
Yeah, I guess about 7:30.
It's 8 o'clock!
All right, who's answering the door, me or you?
Oh, I can't remember what's on the list.
I think I'm doing the door and you're doing the drinks.
No, I'm on the drinks and you're on the door. And remember, don't say nothing till pudding. Anyone for thirds?
Oh, I've had plenty, thank you, Gloria.
Time to clear the table of all sharp objects then.
Not before you tell us your news.
News?
Well, you didn't compromise your strict vegetarian diet just to entertain us, surely.
No, we didn't, Shirley. Mrs. Ambrose.
Contrary to popular opinion, some parents do occupy the same planet as their offspring, and now and again they, notice things.
Yeah, for example, that their one and only daughter has been dating a young man called Alex Reynolds for almost 2 years, and that the two of them together make Romeo and Juliet seem like...
Another mismatched couple in blind date. So when the parents receive a written invitation to dine with said daughter and beau, the parents conclude that she's either getting engaged, is planning to shack up with her boyfriend, or is, pregnant.
Which is it?
The last one.
Huh?
No, the shacking up bit. Well, there's nothing wrong with two people living together without being married, is there?
No.
No?
No.
So you're saying that you don't mind if Gloria comes here to live with me?
Brilliant. I have got broad-minded hippie parents after all. Oi, you ain't been ODing on Oprah Winfrey, have you, Dad?
What a relief. This morning, I didn't know whether to make the bed or knot all the sheets together and jump out the window.
And you really don't mind, the both of you? You sure, Dad? Mum?
Gloria, look, you're happy, we're happy. Now, we worked very hard to bring you up as best we can. You've made a safe transit into adulthood. So now what more can we ask but that you deliver us our just desserts?
Oh, Mum.
Oh, thanks, Shirley. Yeah.
That's it, folks. We're off.
You going? Bye-bye.
Notice how they weep at our departure, Alex.
Oh, before you go, have you tidied your room?
Mum, I'm moving out, remember?
So I can nag you just one last time.
Just one last time. I'll call you.
See ya.
Ah, Alex.
No, it's still Gloria, actually, Michael.
Michael, meant to call you. Look, I need £1,000 for my next exhibition.
Ah, well...
Oh, relax, man. I'm just kidding.
Told you he was easy to wind up. Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
So what happened? You lose your way to the bank?
Oh, Father, I've come about the advertisement in the paper. Desmond's barbershop stylist required?
Why, you want to apply for it?
I thought it was Peckham's most prestigious hair salon.
Do try and keep up, Popeye. That was last week's advertisement.
And why isn't it in today's?
Because I have not put it in.
Oh, really, Desmond? After all the trouble I went to concocting those lines.
I haven't put it in. Father, look, as much as I appreciate Vince here helping out, it's not my idea of a replacement for Tony. We need someone who can attract a younger clientele. No offense, Vince.
Yes? Hold on a second. I just want to cut this piece of you.
We need a professional stylist.
So what? You're putting out in the papers and what happens? Some young upstart waltzes in here with his stupid diploma and starts telling me how to run things.
No, that's not it. What happens is the applicants walk through that door, mature adults, brimming over with qualifications, and you treat them as though they just stepped out of nappies.
Look, Michael, the truth is this. In the 4 weeks since we've been advertising this post, we've had only one applicant. And even that was a mistake.
Yes, the boy came in here thinking you were in need of a typist.
There's 3.4 million unemployed in this country.
3.4 and a half. Since that make me redundant.
I think wouldn't be able to fill this post 10 times over.
Not necessarily. What bright-minded, ambitious young person would want to come and work in the shabby little barbershop in Peckham?
Matthew, of all the barbershops in all the world, why do you have to come and sit in mine?
Simple. It's the nearest one to college.
Sunshine on a cloudy day.
Hey. Do I take it you're going somewhere hot and sunny this weekend?
Yep, 5 nights at a thermostatically controlled tropical paradise just off the M1. So where is he? Is he ready yet?
Sean! Now, he's repacking. Apparently, this hold all I gave him doesn't hold anything.
I'll wait here then. So how's it going, Mike? Still not found no replacement for Tony, eh? Mind you, I mean, what bright-minded, ambitious...
Yes, thank you, Lee. We've done that one.
Well, it has been over 4 weeks. Has anybody heard from him yet, then?
Yes, we had a postcard from him the other week. A picture of the luxury cruise ship with an arrow indicating the position of his hair salon. Apparently, everything is fabulous. Weather fabulous, food fabulous.
And the rich American widows are fabulous.
So he's doing all right then, isn't he?
And so he should be, after 5 years inspirational guidance and training at the Ambrose Academy of Hair. I taught that boy everything he knows. He's a fine barber.
Pity you didn't tell him that while he was here.
All right, let's do it. Let's get the roof off the motor. The sound's blaring, because I'm rearing to go.
Word. Listen, we should enter these competitions more often, you know. We might win a decent trip next time.
Yeah, well, it's better than a slap in the face with a search warrant, isn't it?
Well, getting back to the matter at hand, there must be somebody out there desperate enough to want to work here.
Boys, stop rambling on and calm yourself. The matter is solved.
Oh?
Oh, yes. Our new assistant arrives shortly. Monday, in fact.
For an interview?
Well, of course, for an interview. You don't think I'm in the habit of employing people without first assessing their suitability, do you? Eh?
No, leave it.
No, leave it. Did you get any food yesterday?
Yeah, milk, eggs, pasta and honey.
What, 3 hours? That's all we came home with. Is there any bread left?
No. Oh, but we do have a £3 bag of flour. And you have an amazing recipe. No, not that one. I haven't read it yet. No.
What do you mean, no? Don't be silly. You're reading the paper. Look, I turn the pages very slowly so I don't mess them up, all right?
Gloria, can I have the magazine, please?
You got 4 papers over there. Why don't you just read one of them?
Gloria?
Oh, good grief. Take it.
Thank you. Look, it's nothing personal. I just can't stand people reading my papers before me. It drives me up the wall.
So I drive you up the wall now, do I?
It drives me up the wall, Gloria. It.
Oh, so that is my new name. It, is it?
Look, I just want a quiet read of the Sundays like I do every Sunday.
What, until I came along and upset your routine?
No, but, well, you can be noisy at times.
I'm not noisy, I'm alive. Just because you're dead on the weekends. Want me to move out or what?
No, Gloria, I don't want you to move out. I just want to read the paper. Look, take the supplement.
I don't want it.
All right, look, go and get dressed and we'll go out for lunch.
I'm not hungry.
27 minutes late. Hardly a good start, Father.
Oh, Pi, I spent the last half an hour tidying up. What is it you're looking for?
This, my questionnaire.
These are the same questions they asked you when you applied for the job as crossing attendant.
Yes.
Well, I think you'll find handwriting is a more reliable method of assessment. You see, at college,
Look, the boy is coming for a straightforward yes, no interview, that's all.
Well, if this is him, he doesn't look much like barbershop material to me.
Neither does Desmond.
You Desmond Ambrose?
Certainly not. Are you Ricky? Come for the interview?
What interview?
I'm Desmond Ambrose. Let me introduce you. This is my wife, Shirley, my son, Michael, our resident philosopher, Matthew, our resident crossing attendant, Poke Pie, and Vince, our temporary, temp. Do have a seat. A cup of tea, perhaps?
Interview, perhaps?
Of course.
Right. This is a sort of a formal but informal interview. My father, he'll be asking you a few questions, and then he'll hand over to me.
Tell me, Ricky, have you always wanted to be a barber?
Yeah.
Well, that's good enough for me. Charlie?
Is that all the questions you have to ask?
Desmond Ambrose, the Jeremy Paxman of Peckham.
I have some questions. How are you with children? Do you know your highway code? At what age did you retire?
Have you had any previous hairdressing experience, Ricky?
Oh, yeah, I had a Saturday job.
Ah.
Ricky, could you just jot down a few words to say why you want this job?
Look, no, he couldn't. Look, do you mind?
I bought a portfolio if you'd like to see it. I took it myself when I worked at Clive's Clippers. My dad says they're not half bad.
Oh, he's right. They're very good.
I think Flora was the worst because her hair's really coarse, but don't suppose that matters when you're running through the bracken.
Flora's the, Yorkshire Terrier.
We had to muzzle her in the end because she nearly had my hand off, but Jasper and Coco were a bit better behaved, though.
Do you have any human heads we could look at, Ricky? Pictures, I mean.
Well, you don't tend to get many people in Clive's Clippers. I mean, if they need the hair doing, they usually go down the road. You know, to the hairdressers.
Is there anything you'd like to ask us, Ricky?
Could I use your toilet, please?
Through that door, up the stairs and straight ahead.
Oh, tell.
Splendid. Now that we've got our staff shortage sorted, you can go back to banking and I can get on with my barbering.
What?
Father, you can't possibly be considering taking on this boy.
Why not?
Because he's not what we're looking for, is he?
Isn't he?
No! Look, I'm gonna have to get onto the job centre about this.
Job centre?
It's just not good enough. When I order smoked salmon, I don't expect to receive dogfish.
So what, are we running a fish restaurant? I thought we were running a barber shop. Look, the least you can do is give the boy a chance.
A chance to do what? Practice his dog grooming techniques on our clients.
Oh, yes. I can just see Vince with a pink bow on his head. And I'm sure all our customers will just jump at the chance of appearing at Crufts.
Oh, it's poor for you, Shirley. We have the same problem in the Gambia. One just can't get the staff these days.
Father,
Look, the boy is keen, 16, and willing to learn the trade. And who better to teach him than Desmond Ambrose, the master of the short, back, and... Ricky! Good news. Your trial period begins tomorrow.
Oh, great. Can I go and unpack my case now, then, please?
What, you're staying around here?
Yeah, here.
Where?
What? Here, you mean as in...
Here.
Here today.
Gone before tomorrow. Oh, come on, man, Desmond. You think that boy can boil an egg?
Oh, pork pie. Are you implying that the boy is perhaps stupid? Well, there are people who say you can't judge a book by its cover.
No, but you can still read the sleeve notes.
I doubt if the boy could spell the word egg, much less boil one.
You've just spent half an hour trying to convince us he's the best man for the job. Now you admit what we've been thinking all along, that the boy is useless. In which case, it forces the inquiry. What on earth possessed you to give him the job?
Let's just say as a favor to an old friend.
Let's just say you've got something to hide.
Yes. Shall we ask Shirley, or will you tell us now, Desmond?
Tell you what, there's nothing to tell. As I said, it's a favor in return for a past favor.
Shirley will be down in a minute.
So come on.
All right, all right. It's ancient history now anyway.
Oh, good. I do enjoy historical novels.
Remember that fellow who used to organize the Calypso night at the Pelican Rooms?
Yes? Dennis Flaxman?
But as we knew him, Dennis, I'm doing you a favor, Flaxman.
How can I forget him? Oh, that man was no good. A crook. I remember the night when he booked us to play that union dance. Sagans gave us 1 guinea each. That's £1, 1 shilling. Well, it was a lot of money in those days. You know, we end up getting 1 IOU and 1 bag of chips. Between us. Yes, I remember Dennis Flaxman. But what does he have to do with you hiring that no-good Ricky?
Everything. Ricky's his son.
That boy is Dennis's son?
And Shirley doesn't know?
Yes, and I want it kept that way. Dennis was never one of Shirley's favorites.
So Ricky is Dennis's son. But that still doesn't explain why you... Wait. I feel a flashback coming on. Around about 1965? Yes, I got it. Her name was Cerise Noble, the Barbadian beauty with a passion for the brass section.
All crimes and misdemeanors from your reckless youth, Desmond.
No, Cerise is a very talented singer.
With very long legs.
No, it wasn't a affair as such. It was just one night. You see, Dennis and I decided to go to a club. He was paying for once.
Yes, and Cerise decided to tag along.
Well, we were dancing all night. And she was wearing a pair of those stiletto heels. And one of the heels snapped and she broke her ankle. So I had to carry her to the hospital.
Only somehow, you never got there.
I got Dennis to swear to Shirley that the three of us spent the night in the casualty department together.
In return for which you pledged that if he needed a favor, he need look no further than a certain Peckham barber.
Ah, Ricky! We wondered where you'd got to.
Ricky was upstairs with me, Desmond.
Ah, well, have you found somewhere to put your belongings?
Ricky and his belongings are in Gloria's room, Desmond, as you suggested.
Here, small boy. For future reference, it's 1 3/4 teaspoons of sugar.
Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, Marcia. You know, Ricky and I had a very interesting chat while we were upstairs. Desmond, did you know that Ricky is Dennis Flaxman's son?
Oh, that's right. Didn't you know?
You must have told me and I forgot.
Ah, possibly. Ah, Gloria, my princess. To what do we owe this pleasure?
I've moved out.
Moved out?
You moved out, you only just moved in.
You made a mistake. Alex and I are a mistake. I can't live with him and he can't live with me, so I'm moving back in.
But, Gloria, you've only been gone 3 days. You've hardly had time to unpack, let alone quarrel.
This is still my home, isn't it?
Yes, it is still your home, but you can't move back in.
Why not?
Because, Gloria, your father has let your room. That's why not.
Ricky, let me introduce you. This is Gloria, my daughter. This is Ricky, our new assistant.
Gloria, yeah, right. Pleased to meet you.
You've let my room to him? No wonder you were so easy about me moving in with Alex. Couldn't wait to get shot at me, could you?
But, Gloria, nobody pushed you to go and live with Alex. And how were we to know you'd want to move back in?
Instinct. Inter-family telepathy, I don't know. But what I do know is that room up there belongs to me, and not him. Excuse me.
Don't you think you're being a bit childish, locking yourself in your room?
No.
Well, don't you think it'll make things better if you told me what the problem is?
No.
But you can't stay in there forever, madam, so you might as well come out now so we can talk.
I have nothing to say.
Look, Gloria, you may not have anything to say to me, but I've got plenty to say to you, so open this door. Sean, you're back early. What happened? Sean?
If you see that lead, you tell him I want it back by Friday at the latest.
Sean wants the money, right? Then I went and lost it, right? This was a sure bet. It was guaranteed to double, if not treble our winnings, right? Now, this kid had been holding the lead for the past 6 laps. He was on top form. There's no one could beat him. Then, all of a sudden, right, the wheel hits the curb, the go-kart flips over. Before I know it, his mum's on the track with the Band-Aid, and I'm dishing out 250 sods in tenors to some geezer by the name of Daly.
If I was Sean, I wouldn't talk to you either.
Is Gloria?
She's upstairs.
Can I go up?
At your own risk.
Alex, when you're through with Gloria, there's another one next door to her needs his nappy changed.
Is he still sulking?
Does Desmond keep secrets? I'm sorry, Marcia. Oh, who finished your hair? Not Desmond.
Desmond? Huh. Not on your life. It was this young man here.
I hope you don't mind. Joel seemed a bit preoccupied in that.
Oh, I'm impressed.
I should thoroughly recommend him to all my friends.
Thank you, Marcia. And thank you, Ricky. It's so nice to have someone helpful and considerate around the place. I just wish I could say the same for them too up there.
Oh, come on, Gloria. This whole thing is ridiculous. I don't even know what I'm supposed to have done. You could at least give me a little clue. What is it? Did I forget to put the cat out or something?
What cat? You haven't even got a cat.
Yeah, maybe I should get one. I hear they're a lot easier to live with. They're strong, independent, and able to stand on their own 4 feet.
Oh, well, it sounds ideal. It's a shame you're allergic to them.
Look, if you're not out of that room in 2 minutes, I'm going home.
Sort yourself. Got any oil for these hinges?
So you're telling me Ricky had a choice between the army, the job club, and Peckham, and he chose to come here? Boy, that's sad.
What have we decided? Are we keeping him on or what?
Well, I think the boy shows a lot of promise. He's fast, efficient, and...
He forgot the sugar in my tea.
Well, Marcia was very pleased with him.
Marcia? You let him loose on one of our best customers?
Well, he was only showing his initiative. I had my eye on him all the time.
Mother, you did see Marcia before she left, didn't you? I mean, we're not going to get letters from her solicitors, are we?
Oh, no, Marcia is fine, Michael. Ricky did a really good job, considering his only qualifications come from working in a poodle parlor. Yeah, I think Ricky could stay. What do you think, Desmond?
Oh, yes. There's a bit of raw talent there that I can mold.
Besides which, we couldn't do anything less for a dear old friend, especially one to whom Desmond owes such an enormous favor.
Favor? What favor?
Ricky's father and I go back a long way. He was very good to me. Anything you asked for, and Ricky's father would provide it.
Cab fares, chewing gum.
Raincoat.
Oh, you knew him as well, did you, Matthew?
No. I just remembered I have to collect my dry cleaning.
Oh, no, you just had to ask and Dennis would supply it.
Oh, yes, that's true. For instance, if you wanted a good sound alibi, he could supply that too. Top quality tales, you know. None of your rubbish. Just 100% pure fabrication. The only problem is the one he gave Desmond was completely see-through.
You knew all along?
Of course. I'd heard that this Cerise was in a lot of pain with his broken ankle, and I was feeling charitable, so I thought I'd pay her a visit. Now, when I get there, the woman is as right as rain. Not even a hobble. Huh? Such a speedy recovery, I said. Oh, I heal very quickly, she smirked. Good, I said, as a mashy foot. She was hobbling quite a bit when I left. Oh, Ricky, did you get in touch with your parents?
Just in time. They were about to leave for the airport.
Airport?
Didn't Dad tell you? Mum and Dad are going to live in Spain.
Well, then, Ricky, welcome to Desmond's. An ocean breeze to the damp and to the rain of London City. We come from the sun to live in the cold. I miss me rum, I want my coconut tree.
Don't scratch my sofa till the party's over.
Let's keep the music sweet, wind up your waist and feel.
Don't scratch my sofa.
That's not how to spell achiever. Remember, it's I before E, except after C.
Who says?
Those are the rules.
But when it comes to T, P always comes before M. Those are my rules.
So which part of your memoirs you working on now, Pork Pie?
School days.
And you using the word achiever?
I was a very promising pupil.
Yes. You were always promising to attend school, only you always got sidetracked.
Well, by my creative muse, Desmond. By my passion to create music.
I thought you were with the Georgetown Dreamers.
Better that than wandering the halls of macadamia for your entire life.
Academia, Pork Pie. Macadamias are nuts.
So that's why you're there.
What are you going to call your memoirs, Pork Pie? The Diary of a Mad Lollipop Man?
How about Pork Pie, The Wilderness Years?
No. How about a slice of pork pie?
Boing. I like that.
At last, a real writer.
So, Gloria, how are you getting on with your article? You know, the one about young black business people.
Oh, really well, Mum. My editor is talking about me going full-time.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mind you, I still think you should have featured me.
The fact that you're not young, Dad.
Or particularly successful?
Could have had something to do with it.
Mind you, 1 out of 3 ain't bad, Des.
So, who are you going to interrogate today, then?
Michael.
Michael?
Well, he qualifies in all 3 areas. He's the branch manager of a bank. He's young, gifted, and black.
As opposed to old, wrinkled, and knackered.
And Michael insisted that I dress in a manner conducive to the corporate backdrop, e.g., nasty navy. And I can't relate to his big-headedness, because he's only allowing me 30 minutes of his precious time. Anyway, I'm off. See ya.
Bye.
So, Lee, what's the secret of your success?
The one thing that makes Mr. Lee Stanley stand head and shoulders above his competitors is his unpretentious approach towards his much-valued clientele. Quite simply, he has the common touch.
It pays to remember the customer is always king. Sit still, no man.
Mandy, I'm still waiting for you to put that call through to head office.
My, did someone get out of the wrong side of my bed this morning?
Just place the call, will you?
And just type up 300 reports. And while you're at it, phone to see if St. John is free for squash. And after that, find me a superlative recipe for asparagus souffle. And what's the Belgian franc doing against the dollar? Hello. I have a call for you from Michael Ambrose at the Peckham branch. If you could just manage to pick up the receiver yourself.
Hello? Jane, any luck with finding a replacement for my PA yet? Yeah, Manny will be leaving by the end of the month. Why? I believe it's personal. Look, it's imperative I get someone reliable ASAP. Yes, I want a smooth changeover, no hiccups. Mandy will show the ropes. Oh, you've got someone in mind.
What, you Mandy? Oh, only our mothers could tell us apart today. You're right. Don't tell me you got a letter from the bank manager.
Something like that. Listen, Gloria, could we have a chat after your interview?
Yes, she is familiar with the branch. Okay, as long as it's only temporary. You better send her around. Yep, tomorrow will be fine.
Right, let's get started, Michael. Can't stay too long because I'm going to lunch with Mandy.
What? But I'm supposed to be taking Mandy to lunch.
29 minutes on counting. Makias Uncom.
Oh, nice. You know, it's good to see Gloria standing on her own 2 feet at last. Sorry, my little sugar plum.
You know, seeing her in that blue suit today.
Reminded you of?
Our wedding day?
Mm-hmm. I didn't wear blue.
I did.
Oh, yes, you got her.
I wonder if Gloria and Alex will...
Ever tie the knot? I suppose if you ever get a steady job.
But you didn't have one, Desmond Ambrose, when you married me.
I know. And your father was up in arms against it. Now it's my turn.
There's no such thing these days as a steady job. There's more cuts being made out there than there ever been made in here.
Well, we better get back to the jobs we've got.
Look at that mess. I wouldn't mind so much, but they never leave me a tip.
Don't worry, my little honey bunch. With new triple action Desmonds, household chores are a thing of the past. Hey, look! Popeye's left some of his pages behind. Time for a sneak preview.
Yes, no. You know how secretive he's been about that.
Yes, well, I mean, I could give him a hand, if I cast a critical eye over it.
If Pork Pie wanted your critical eye, he'd have asked you for it.
Exactly, that's why he's left them behind. He's too proud to ask.
You do that behind an old friend's back?
Well, that's what friends are for.
On your own head be it, Desmond.
Demerara Fitzpatrick. George Sung's answer to Josephine Baker. I didn't know that pork pie, and I wonder what else he's been hiding under that pork pie hat all these years. The sly old dog.
Happy now?
Listen to this, Shirley. It is time, dear reader, to introduce you to one of the key players in my life, Desmond Jazzy D. Ambrose. A more conceited and unpleasant character you could never wish to meet. The hours I wasted listening to this man, Desmond, drone on about his foolish theories on this, that, and the other. Dear Lord, if I could live my life again, please make sure that Desmond has no part in it.
There must be some mistake.
No, it's here in Pork Pie's own handwriting.
Pork Pie would never.
Well, he has. After all these years thinking that Pork Pie is my best friend, I sue him for slander, for defamation of character. When I'm finished with that Augustus Neapolitan turncoat, backslapping brat, he'll wish he'll never meet me. I'll tell you what, a slice of pork pie indeed. I'll cut them up into little pieces.
What, Michael sacked you?
Well, it's only a matter of time. I'm supposed to stay on and help my replacement settle in, so there's a smooth changeover. The sword of Damocles is hanging over my head.
Oh, he's got some grit going, has he? You two are an item, joint account sort of thing.
Well, obviously he's tired of the relationship and wants to get rid of me. Throw the file-marked Mandy into his emotional out-train.
Right, steady on, Fred. You could turn this to your advantage.
Yes, I could write a bestseller saying how you should never mix balance sheets with bed sheets.
No, get in there first. Hand in your notice. Tell him what he can do with his poxy job.
And do what?
Go into business with Fiona at the art gallery. You and her got like a house on fire when Alex had his exhibition there. And with Fiona's artistic flair and your business acumen, what? The sky's the limit. You could be an independent woman of the 90s, just like me.
Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
You and Fiona would make a great team.
Like Thelma and Louise.
Kaggy and Lacey.
Salt and pepper. Anyway, I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to tell that banker of a brother of yours exactly what I think of him.
Yeah, well, it works for me.
And when I finish this bottle, Michael's going to get a very big surprise.
And when I finish my article, we're going to get another one. And to think I was going to write a glowing article on Mr. Michael Ambrose. But now, I owe it to my readers to tell them the truth.
To the independent women of the 90s.
Of course, when I worked here, a lunch hour was exactly that. 60 minutes.
Mandy must have been delayed. Anyway, Pamela, I wasn't expecting you till tomorrow.
Oh, no time like the present, Mr. Ambrose. I'm surprised that you asked head office for my services at all. I got the distinct impression when I was here before that you didn't...
When you insinuated that I only got the job of bank manager because I was black.
A misunderstanding, Mr. Ambrose.
No, Michael, please. You are going to be working for me after all. Albeit on a temporary basis. Ah, Pauline. Thank you very much. You'll notice quite a few new faces around here.
Yes, quite.
Well. If it isn't Pamela Peterson, the perfect PA. Although, of course, in your case, PA stands for pain in
Mandy, have you been...
Drinking? Yes, Michael, and plenty of it. I've been celebrating the end of our relationship, professional and otherwise.
What? This is highly unprofessional. When I was here...
When you were here, you used to go about as if there was a bad smell under your nose. And you were right. There is something rotten here, and its name is Michael Ambrose.
But Mandy, I think you should...
Go home? Excellent idea, Mr. Ambrose. That's exactly where I'm heading. I'm quitting, as of now. It was bad enough that you were going to sack me, but to replace me with the wicked witch from up west is unforgivable.
Mandy, wait!
Michael, you have a 2 o'clock appointment. Mrs. McSweeney has been waiting for 15 minutes already. What shall I tell her?
Just go it.
Oh, man. To find out your best friend thinks less of you than your worst enemy.
Look, Desmond, when Pork Pie gets here...
Before that man comes back in here again, hell would have frozen over. Shut up, Lemon.
I'll finish you off, Leroy.
Oh, no. Does this mean Des is making the tea?
Remember to keep the pot hot, Desmond. And Pork Pie likes his milk in first.
That's the last time that man will eat or drink in here ever again. To think of the number of times he's come up to me cap in hand, begging, pleading.
For what?
Just things you wouldn't understand, sir.
What's all this about then, Des?
Well, it's a private matter between that lollipop man and myself.
This can only mean one thing, man.
Desmond must have spotted Pork Pie having a haircut at Fat Larry's.
Hey, that's far enough. In fact, that is too far.
What?
Don't you come the innocent with me, you Judas, you double-dealing slanderer. Get out of my shop.
Desmond, at least let him
Stay out of
explain.
this, Shirley. Stay out of it.
Desmond, all I said was that Pork Pie likes his milk in first.
That's the last time. The very, very last time that man will have his milk in first in this shop. As of now, he's banned from my shop, my rum, my domino table, my house, and my life.
This has been a dreadful day. First, Pork Pie betrays his best friend.
Then Michael does a dirty on Mandy.
And now, I've just realized that 2 of my library books are overdue. And I have to pay a fine.
Well, they say trouble comes in threes.
Now, we should find out all the facts. You're all acting like judge and jury here.
Exhibit A. Is this or is this not Pork Pie's handwriting?
No one else writes quite like Pork Pie. It's like a mixture of hieroglyphics and Morse code.
This Demerara Fitzpatrick was certainly a goer, eh, Des?
Was she then, Dad?
Never you mind.
I had no idea Pork Pie had any dealings with that woman.
Exactly. None of us knew Pork Pie at all.
Oh, what about Michael then? You can't say he ain't your own flesh and blood.
I've only known Michael for 32 years. I've known Pork Pie for over 50.
Well, there's an old African saying. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your relatives, eh, Desmond?
That's not an African saying.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Well, I think we may safely assume that an African said it first.
I know my son, and I don't believe a word of it.
Cheryl's got a point there, Claw. I mean, all the evidence so far is purely well, it's word of mouth, isn't it?
Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Mandy, what's happened?
Well, I resigned, and Michael just stood there and let me.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I give you Exhibit M.
I thought I knew Michael. His mood swings, his oddball sense of humour, his funny little peccadillos.
Well, he never got any of those from me.
Oh, Desmond. Look, let's go upstairs and talk this thing through. Come on, Mandy.
Don't worry, Mandy. That son of mine will reap what he's sown. He's going to get a nasty shock when he reads Gloria's article.
I beat Desmond at dominoes. But I've done that hundreds of times before. I scratched his 78 recording of the Potaro Pork Knockers Calypso Band. But that was in 1962. Can't have taken him all this time to get angry. Maybe he's sick. He seemed strong enough to me when he threw me out of the shop. Ah, well. Lady Luck has left me in the lurch again. No wife, no family, and now no best friend.
Mandy, there's something you have to understand about Ambrose men.
Yeah, them are tick.
Let's just say communication is not their strong point.
Well, I got the message loud and clear.
Oh, they don't have any problem being loud. It's being clear they find difficult.
I've never had any luck with men. As far as I'm concerned, the world would be a happier place if every man just disappeared up his own ego.
Be specific, Mandy. It's Michael we'd like to all see vanish off the face of the planet.
Gloria, that's an awful thing to say.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ambrose, I don't mean to start a family row.
Arguments are a way of life in this family. But you're right about one thing, though. Whenever there's trouble, men are usually at the root of it. And it's down to the women to sort things out.
Good, them all.
Look, Gloria, tell Matthew and Lee I want to see them up here now.
All right. Mandy, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. Mum's got her attitude on.
Gloria, you're still here?
Why do you want to speak to Matthew and Lee, Mrs. Ambrose? I don't want there to be any sort of rough stuff.
Mandy, the only person handing out any rough stuff around here is going to be me.
I've just put the last of Mandy's belongings in a carrier bag. Although why she needed this, I'm sure I don't know.
It must have been for that in-house promotion.
I've taken the liberty of ordering a motorcycle courier to take the bag to her flat. And if you finish the letter accepting her resignation, I could type it up and pop it in. Hello, Michael Ambrose office. Pamela Peterson speaking. How may I help you? Oh, may I ask what it's concerning? It's a personal call.
Thank you, Pamela. That'll be all. Look, Mandy. Hello, Mother. Yeah, well, actually, I'm rather, No, it's fine. No, it's not. Yes, look, if you insist, I'll be there. Look, I said I'll be there.
Michael, if you're pushed for time, I could write that letter for you and sign it on your behalf. Of course, it would help tremendously with the phrasing of it if you could tell me exactly why you saw fit to replace Mandy. She was never a suitable person for this position anyway. Too young, too emotional.
Really?
And I can imagine that you had other good reasons for letting her go.
Perhaps I should tell you. In the strictest confidence, of course.
Oh, of course.
Lovely. This'll help steady my nerves. I mean, supposing Michael comes in, sees me, then turns on his heel and goes right back out again.
Just let him try. You're amongst friends, Mandy, and what you need is a little Dutch courage.
Oh, no thanks, Gloria. Dutch courage didn't get me very far at lunchtime. I think I need to keep a cool head.
That's a very good idea, Mandy.
Absolutely. It's like playing dominoes. When facing the enemy, you've got to be cool, calm, and collected. Never showing the slightest flicker of emotion. Never show your hand.
Right, get up. We brought him, so...
Get out of my house, I told you.
I only came because Shirley asked me to.
What?
We gotta get everything sorted out tonight, Desmond. This business between you and Pork Pie and Michael and Mandy.
Oh, what a woman. Your ancestors must definitely have come from the Gambia.
Look, Cheryl's right, Des. Just hear the man out.
Yeah, go on, Dad.
Oh, all right.
Can you explain these, Pork Pie?
My missing pages. I've been hunting high and low for these. Don't tell me you and Deborah Fitzpatrick...
The next page! And I quote, the number of hours I spent listening to that dreadful man, Desmond. Defend yourself now.
It's simple, Desmond. This is page 4 and this is page 64. Page 4 is about my school days and that dreaded headmaster we had, Archibald Desmond.
Archibald Desmond? That man could frighten you to death at 50 paces.
Look, the pages aren't in order. Page 64, about my ill-spent youth.
That's where you come in.
Okay, what you're trying to say is that these pages don't run consecutively.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that they don't run together.
Oh, my dear friend. Come on, have a rum. Shirley, I thought it was some kind of a mix-up. I should have known better.
Yes, you should.
Oh, seconds out, round 2.
Mandy, where have you been? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day.
I've been here, Michael, amongst friends.
I think you got some explaining to do, Michael.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You're bang out of order.
If I had an account at your branch, I'll close it on principle.
What's going on? Is Michael writing a book too?
No, he sacked Mandy.
What? Don't try to deny it, Michael.
I heard you on the phone arranging my replacement with that horrible woman, Pamela.
You've got the floor, Michael. I'm sure there's a simple explanation.
Well, actually, there is, Father. I was planning for Mandy to leave at the end of the month.
But why, Michael?
Because head office strongly disapproved of people working close together who were married.
What? Married?
Look, I had planned to discuss this with you in an intimate atmosphere over dinner down at Gino's Trattoria tonight, but...
Married?
Mandy. Will you marry me?
Yes, Michael. Oh.
Where's the ring then, Michael?
I've made an appointment with one of my contacts in Hatton Garden. Mandy and I will choose it together.
Oh, smart move, eh? You didn't want to get it first just in case you got a knockback.
The future Mrs. Ambrose and I would like to invite you down to Gina's tonight for a celebration meal.
Yeah, man. I haven't been able to eat all day.
Romance and generosity. You may be a chip off the old block yet.
Michael, if you don't mind, I'll catch you up later.
Why is that, Gloria?
Well, let's just say the article I wrote about Michael wasn't exactly that flattering. In fact, it was a little...
A hatchet job.
Yeah, Dad.
What?
And it goes to press in 11 minutes. I just got to make a quick phone call.
Oh, Michael.